Welcome to Cross Transformation. It's Mariam here, and today I want to talk about how narcissists are drawn to split thinking. In this video, I want to find out what split thinking is, especially in the context of borderline personality disorder, and how it eventually may attract narcissists into our experience. So what is split thinking? It is the inability to hold opposite thoughts and beliefs simultaneously. In the context of borderline personality disorder, split thinking often comes with the following symptoms: acting out, desperately wanting others to understand the severity of our emotional pain, and denial. Again, going back to my childhood, I had a narcissistic and borderline mother, so I kept tuning into her symptoms. As I specified, acting out, denial, and wanting others to understand the severity of our emotional pain. She was struggling with split thinking or black and white thinking. Part of it, she also had the symptoms that I mentioned. To survive that childhood, to relate to her, to receive approval from her, I kept tuning into those symptoms. I'm going to give you a couple of examples concerning acting out: blaming others, cheating, engaging in circular conversations, arguing the whole time. That's what it means. Engaging in circular conversations, meaning endless arguments. Emotional blackmail. So these symptoms are the manifestations of split thinking. My mother had these symptoms. I kept tuning into these symptoms, and guess what? I kept creating my reality on the basis of this. Mostly, I wanted others to understand the severity of my pain. I would say it this way: why don't you understand the depth of my pain? I want you to understand this. I was insisting on this symptom. I didn't know that it was part of the experience of borderline personality disorder, which my mother was struggling with. So I kept tuning into that specific symptom, kept creating realities aligned with it, and part of it was attracting narcissists into my experience. Because you see, when we insist on wanting to be understood by others, when we insist on others understanding us, the only thing that is going to happen is life is going to become harder for us, because our focus is on wanting to be understood. It's going to gain momentum. So what am I focused on is the difficulty. That difficulty is going to attract toxic individuals into our life. You see, as I've said before, our focus creates our direction. Our direction becomes our reality. So it's literally not too hard to discern what the situation is. So I had to discern that I was having my focus on attracting difficult, toxic, and narcissistic individuals into my life, because I wanted to be understood. The severity of my pain had to be acknowledged, and that was my mother, my borderline mother. So I kept attracting difficult and toxic people who couldn't accomplish this for me. Because when we want people to understand the depth of our pain, the severity of it, we are not in our truth, the truth of love. Because by wanting others to understand the depth of our pain, we literally want them to acknowledge who we are not, the absence of love. And that frequency is going to attract individuals who are on the same wavelength, narcissists that can't accomplish it for you. So instead of wanting to have our focus on how difficult this situation is, how difficult my life is, how resentful I'm feeling right now, how deep is my pain, we want to return to love, to find our way back to our truth, allowing that unfolding to attract healthy individuals into our experience. And guess what? Those people will naturally, spontaneously embrace what happened to us. We don't need to accomplish it anymore. We don't need to insist on wanting to be understood by others. So split thinking and its manifestations and symptoms may attract narcissists into our experience because it is on the wavelength of toxic people who are going to find understanding others, empathizing with others quite challenging because they have got narcissistic injury. Hopefully you'll find this video helpful, guys. I want to thank you for your ongoing support and kindness. If you find the content valuable, helpful and healing, make sure to make a donation at Buy Me a Coffee. I've got the link in the description below. It's also on my channel. Look after your precious soul. Keep shining your light. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.